Welcome to Folding Towels, a podcast for massage therapists with Jackie and David. If you are enjoying our episodes and want to support the production, consider buying us a coffee. Your contributions help us bring you more insightful discussions and expert interviews. Follow the link in the show notes or visit buymeacoffee.com/Folding Towels podcast to contribute, and thank you for your support.
Hello again and welcome back to the Folding Towels podcast. This is the podcast for massage therapists who are building real sustainable careers, minus the fluff.
Hey, Jackie,
what do you mean?
How are you?
Minus the fluff, David. We want the fluffy towels. We want those soft, beautiful towels to just sink into and wrap our clients up in. Hi, David.
Hi. I'm all for fluffy towels, actually.
Yes.
Yes, I am in a fluffy jumper at the moment, and I do like a bit of comfort.
Yes. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
That's one thing. As you get a little bit older, you are just like, you know what? It has to be soft. It has to be comfortable. It has to fit well. You cannot deal with clothing that is not, like, you just can't. It's a big fat no. No, thank you.
Yeah, I am a big fan of feeling cozy.
Yes.
A lot of massage therapists, because we're coming into winter right now, a lot of massage therapists will be pulling out their table warmers. Do you use a table warmer?
I sure do.
Yeah. It's something that I've not gone back to, and I feel a bit sad about it. There's two reasons. When the pandemic hit and cleanliness came to the forefront about how clean things should be, the table warmer was not something that I could take off and clean after every massage. And whilst I would strip things back and I'd wash it infrequently and then cover it with lots of things to avoid direct contact, I just never put it back on. And I strip the table back to bare vinyl, clean it after every treatment, but I don't have my table warmer. And I'm feeling a bit sad about that. I know a lot of massage therapists have gone back to that, and that's no judgment from me to you. But I haven't been able to bring myself to do it. And the other thing is, I accidentally cooked a person one day with it.
Oh, no!
One of my perimenopausal clients saying, "Oh, do you mind turning the table warmer off? I'm a bit warm." I just absentmindedly reached down, flicked the switch to what I thought was the off position, and I flicked it to high.
Oh, no.
I treat a lot of perimenopausal women, and none of them have enjoyed the table warmer.
That's a bit of a whoopsie right there.
And for those who are feeling a bit warm, if I could set the room to Arctic, it still would not be cool enough. Yes,
that's me. Look, honestly, I actually have like an electric blanket on the table, and I don't use it in summer because obviously it's hot and it's summer and most people want the air conditioning on and they're feeling warm anyway. But in winter, I just love an electric blanket. It just keeps your clients so snugly warm. And honestly, as you said, no judgment for people that don't use it. It's not for everybody. But I love it, and I run pretty warm, so I can be hit or miss, and in that perimenopausal age bracket. Some days I want the warmer on, and some days I don't want it on as a client. So, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's horses for courses.
Yeah,
and if you have a policy on how you maintain the cleanliness of your room, then you should be following it.
Yes, that's true.
And don't forget to wash your table warmer every now and then.
Oh, look, I remember when I first started out, David, people would discuss things like how many layers do you have on your table? Because some tables are really hard, like you lie on them and they're very firm.
Yes.
And it's now we have a lot more variety, and there are a lot more tables that are soft and cushiony and much softer to lie on and comfortable. But it used to be a real thing that people would talk about how many layers do you have? And I remember the judgment rolling off people in these Facebook groups going, ew, germs, like all that sweat is going through all those layers. I was like, okay, firstly, if you've got like 10 layers of cushioning underneath your table, underneath the body, then maybe not, but Yeah, I just remember that. And I've always been like, oh my God, like, am I doing it wrong?
Hmm.
So much anxiety, David.
Yeah. And for those people who are concerned about, and I should probably follow my own advice here now that I'm thinking of it, for those who are concerned about how do you wash your table cover, I'm sorry, your table warmer, since the pandemic, there's been some really good options of table coverings that have come out. Things like Clinic Armor, which you could have a table warmer over the top of your table, and you could be pulling this washable, removable, sterile
Yeah,
cover over the top of it. And you still have that option to scrub it all down.
yeah,
Maybe I'll look into
absolutely.
that.
Yeah, that's a good, that's good. I like that advice.
Check
I
back
would
with me in 6 months to see if I've actioned it.
6 months, okay.
Can't move quickly on these things. Needs to be some time for some self doubt.
You've got to research everything to within an inch of its life.
Yes, including the fire hazard.
I would just like to reshare my top tip for people using table warmers and electric blankets, and that
Hmm.
is besides getting your things checked, like, oh God, what's the right word,
Test and
David?
tag.
Test and tag. My top tip for people is actually put something, a blanket or something else underneath. So
Yes.
between the vinyl or the leather of your table and the electric blanket, because the warmth will eventually break down the vinyl or
Yes.
that cover. You need to have
That's
something
correct.
between the two. Yeah. Top tip,
Yeah.
folks.
And it is expensive to recover a table.
It is, and like some people spend 3, 4, $5,000 on their massage, their electric massage
Hmm.
table. You don't want to break it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm. All right. PSA.
Okay, I feel better now.
Okay. Today's episode is a bit reflective. We are talking about the things we would do differently if we're starting out in our massage careers again. Maybe that is buying a table warmer and some clinic armor to put over the top of it. Not because we are full of regrets, but because honestly, we have learnt a lot over the last few years.
That is so true, David. And it's not about beating ourselves up. It is genuinely about sharing what we wish we had known sooner so that maybe you listening do not have to learn the hard way like we did.
Maybe you are listening and you're going to learn it the hard way anyway.
Totally a thing. Totally a thing.
At least you found out.
That's right. So long as you learn. So long as you learn, David.
Yeah, say no and do it anyway. So we are calling this episode Do Overs and Lessons Learned, what we would change if we started today. So we have 5 things, 5 moments that we would go back and tweak if we had a time machine. Who's the doc from Back to the Future? What's his name?
Oh, geez. Brain.
Ah, the doc.
They just
Just the
call him
doc.
Doc.
The
Yeah.
doc. Yeah. If
Put
we were
me
to
on
get
the
into our
spot, David.
DeLorean, go back to 1955 or 2015 or whatever
Yes.
it is, and learn a few things and maybe take note of those winning racehorses.
I truly wish that time travel was a thing, but I'm 100% convinced that it is not. So I have very mixed feelings about time travel.
Yeah. If I could take my body back in time, as long as I didn't have to go back through puberty, but getting rid of
Oh,
the body aches and pains,
yeah.
that would be amazing if I could do that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And keep my knowledge, but less trauma.
Yes, absolutely. You have
We
to
are off
keep the
topic.
knowledge.
We are off topic already.
We're off topic again. Sorry, everybody.
Hopefully, you can get a laugh out of this.
Hopefully. Well, okay. Here's the question, though. If you could go back in time, what would you change? You know, if you had that time to do things differently, what would you change? Maybe you could let us know on the socials. We would love to hear from you.
Yeah. Send us a message through the socials or drop us an email. That would be amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's get stuck into it. Some lessons learned, Jackie.
There's a couple that I actually have genuinely that I'm just like, yes, oh my God, I should have done that like 10 years ago.
Mm,
Um, this is not one of mine, David. I don't know if it is necessarily one of yours, but
It is one of mine.
it's one of yours.
Shall I say
Okay,
it?
please go ahead.
I would have found my niche sooner.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
This is a big one for a lot of people. It
Yep.
is. Yeah,
And look, when you do start out, I didn't know who I necessarily wanted to work with straight out of college. Well, going into college, I thought I'd be working with like Greek gods of the sporting world. These smooth, polished bodies with rippling muscles. I think a lot of massage therapists have that image of who they might
yeah,
might work with. And when I came out, I thought, oh, I'm not that passionate about those people, and so I worked with everyone and anyone, and that's probably not as bad as it sounds because I started to I certainly got a lot of experience out of that and started to develop a bit of an idea of who I loved working with. And I still work with everyone and anyone, Jackie, but I do have a consistent message and the people who I just love treating.
yeah, yeah. Well, look, there's sort of two sides to this coin, really, and that is you don't know what you don't know, and
Mm,
when you're fresh out of massage school, you know a bit, but you don't necessarily know what you love yet because you might not have even been introduced to that. Like, pregnancy massage is always a great example. If you want to work with pregnant clients, but you've never done that before, how do you know if you're going to love it or not? Like you might start massaging some pregnant people and go, oh, you know what? I actually hate having to set up the table this way. And I don't actually want to talk about babies and children to everybody. So,
mm.
but if you don't know that, you don't know that. So I always think, yeah, you do need a niche, but sometimes it can take a really long time to sort of figure that out. So please don't beat yourself up if
Yeah.
you still don't have a niche.
I thought I had developed a niche at one point, and then I started to work heavily into that area and decided that I didn't like that niche, and it was time to change.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have a few things that one I'm really good at, and two I get a real thrill out of working with those things and the people that present with those things. But if you're sitting there thinking, "Oh, I don't know what my niche is," and you feel guilty for not having a niche, I want to give credit to the Massage Business Blueprint, Alyssa Haynes and Michael Reynolds, and go back and look up episode 305, and we'll put that in the show notes for you. And it's an episode called "Ignore the Gurus and Just Give an Effing Massage." And in
I
that
love it.
episode, they just talk about, you know what? If you're good at giving a really good massage,
Yeah.
just give a massage.
Yeah.
You don't need to overcomplicate it.
Yeah. I think the people that you are meant to see will come and find you anyway. If you are meant to have a specific demographic, it could be younger people, it could be older people, could be working mums, it could be runners, it could be anything. They will find you because you are passionate about seeing that particular type of people. You don't necessarily have to niche down and go, I'm only going to see this specific group or this specific issue or whatever. You can still see other people and go, oh, you know what? Every now and then, I get athletes that come and see me, and I love treating athletes, but for the most part, I don't do that. There's no right or wrong, really.
And the other confusion about niching is that niching doesn't have to represent 100% of what you do either.
Mm, yeah,
So your niche can be the people that you really look forward to seeing because, like, hey, that's what you're trained to do. And they might only represent a quarter of the people that you see,
yeah,
but they give you some excitement. And for me, there's a couple of things that I work on really well. But if I had to see that presentation over and over again, so for example, TMJ work, and I had my fingers in people's mouths all day, every day. I'm pretty sure I would fall out of love with it. I was not born to
So
be a
true.
dentist.
That is such a great example, David. I love it.
Hmm.
I think we might actually be talking people out of niching a little bit here.
Look, niching is important, particularly if when you are trying to figure out who you are and the message that you want to have, the brand that you want to build, and to be able to talk to an audience. Having a niche or a couple of niches just gives you some clarity about the message that you spread,
Yeah.
and it can filter out some of the people that you don't want to see as well.
That is a really important point, actually. I think that is probably even more an important reason to do it than some of the other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's move on.
Well, this one is actually really important for everyone. And I would say just about every massage therapist has had this thought.
Guilty.
And that is we should be setting firmer boundaries much earlier.
Yes.
Yeah. So, staying late to wait for your clients, not charging for no shows, all of those, especially those early days of over
Mm.
accommodating our clients and perhaps neglecting our self care, neglecting our family time, all
Mm-hmm.
those sorts of things. I'm pretty sure everybody listening to this right now is going, oh, yeah, whoops.
Yep.
Um, the real thing to realize with this is that if we allow some of these behaviors or let them continue, we are training our clients how to treat us.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like an easy thing to do, if you only work, say, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, for example, but your clients continually say, oh, but can I see you on Thursday? Can I see you on Friday? You need to do one or two things. You either need to change which days you work, or you just tell them. You constantly have to tell them, "I don't work Fridays. My work days are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday."
Yep.
You can't let them book in on Friday as a once off and then go,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh crap! They want every Friday."
Yep. You will build resentment quickly.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm.
100%.
Yep. And I know that I come across as being um, passionate about policy,
Yeah.
but the one thing that policies give you is your guideline and your reason, particularly for saying no.
Yeah.
So whether it be charging for no shows, and you've got that policy as part of your booking process, you go to apply that fee for the first time, and they go, "Well, I didn't know. Actually, I did. This is my policy about it." When they make the booking, just a reminder that if you don't give me 24 hours notice, then there may be a fee, or
Yeah.
there will be a fee. Um, so this is my policy, and I will apply it consistently every single time.
Absolutely.
Mm.
And this can be really a thing. Do you remember this thing that happened in that first year of COVID, David, when everybody was working from home? Like the whole country just worked from home that
Mm.
first year, and people would start talking about. I'm just going to pick a random name here. Oh, Angela, the bloody office girl. She's left her coffee cup on the table again. There is no Angela. It's you yourself. You're making the mess. Do you remember that? Where you'd blame
Yeah.
the fake secretary that you'd have. I love this for this particular thing. You can go, I'm so sorry, like our office policy, our business manager, our my tax agent, my bookkeeper. You can blame someone else for enforcing some of these things. Does that make sense?
Mm. Correct.
If you don't want to be the bad guy, because I really struggle with this, I don't want to be the bad guy. I want everybody to love me.
Mm.
So I'm sorry. This is what my bookkeeper tells me that I have to legally do. This is what my accountant uh, tells me that I have to do. These are what my policies say
Yep.
that I have to legally enforce. And I especially find this one because sometimes you'll get people who do not want to fill out the paperwork. I'm so sorry. This is a legal requirement. I cannot touch you. I cannot massage you if you do
Mm-hmm.
not fill out this form in full for me. And there's required answers and there's optional answers, which are
Mm.
very easy to see. And it just makes it such an easy thing to say. Like, this is a legal requirement. I have to abide by the law. If you don't want to fill out the form, that's totally fine. No appointment.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. And if you are an employee or a contractor or a guest in somebody else's business space, there'll be expectations of you, and that might be around, yeah, the coffee cup left out. And if you've had lunch, wash your own damn dishes.
Oh my God, yes.
If the
Yes.
toilet paper has run out in the toilet, replace the roll. It's just things of common courtesy. And some people are really good at having those difficult discussions. And again, that fear of being hated by somebody. So, hey, Jackie, notice that you went to the toilet today and you didn't replace the toilet roll. Can you just do that in the future? Thanks.
Yes.
Oh, you don't know where they are. Okay, let me show you.
Yeah. Well, this is, like you said, David, this is where it's really good to have those policies written out, that everybody then gets a copy of the policy. You can just refer, oh, look, this is our housekeeping policy. Everybody, I'm just going to refer back to this. Everybody needs to adhere to these standards.
Yeah.
And that means that you're not the bad guy because you wrote this up 2 years ago, and it's something that everybody gets a copy of if they rent a room from you, they're an
Hmm.
employee, what have you. And it's just really easy to sort of take that step away from, I'm enforcing these draconian
Mm.
measures, which is just, wash your dishes, really.
Yeah. Be a good person. Be considerate.
Yes.
And
Yes.
as that employee, again, you fall back on the policies and the procedures of the business that you are in, including things like no shows and late arrivals. And you maybe feel really uncomfortable, so I'll refer that on to the practice manager, and they can evaluate that person against the values and expectations of the business. And you asked me to use so much pressure that I had to stand on you, and that's dangerous to my body. Let's practice this word together, Jackie. It starts with an N.
Niching? No?
No, that's the
Oh, no?
word. Yeah.
Wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Okay.
No. Oh yeah, like it's so good to practice the word no,
Yeah.
actually, because a lot of us have trouble, especially like us. We're such kind little introverts in our
Mm.
little self-employment of massage therapy. Like there's a whole cohort of us that are just really, I'm trying to, be kind to everyone, but in the meantime, I'm getting all my boundaries stepped on, and
Yeah.
it's not good. So this is like a really important thing to figure out early.
And if you need a bit of a helping hand, I remember watching a video by Ian Harvey, the massage sloth, about how he intakes people. And so other than filling out the form, and he sat there with them, and you go through the whole, how can I help you? Where does it hurt? Blah 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 blah. And then he has his script around things like massage should be comfortable. The type of pressure that you should feel delicious. It should feel pleasurable. If you're at the point where you have to hold your breath, bite through the table, grip the sides, and the pressure is too much, even if you think it is beneficial to you, it probably isn't. Then he says, if the pressure is not enough for you, please tell me. If it's too much, please tell me. If I feel the pressure is too much for you, then I will say no. There is a level which is safe for you and a level which is safe for me. I thought, oh, those are good words. A level
Mm.
that is safe for you and a level that is safe for me. Even if you think it is beneficial, it probably isn't.
Wow, that's great.
Hmm.
That's really great. And I would suspect that there's a lot of people nodding along right now because a
Yep.
lot of clients come in and they're like, oh, the last person I saw, yeah, couldn't breathe, and I'd be in pain for 2 days afterwards, and all those sorts of things. You can go harder if you want. I'm like, dude,
I
I'm
don't
like
want to.
I'm like 5'2" as well. Like I'm really, if you're a really big, and this is why I don't see a lot of men. If you're a really big muscly person, like 6 foot something, I'm like a whole foot shorter than you, and I just don't want to do that. It hurts me.
Hmm.
No, so much no. I'm practicing my no now, David. No.
No.
Yeah.
And hand and wrist injuries are they are career enders for you.
Yeah.
And I know too many people who have spent their $20,000 on becoming an accredited massage therapist only to last a year in the industry because they said yes. They did
Yeah.
not feel comfortable
Yeah.
saying no to the people who wanted extra pressure.
100%. It's really hard in the beginning because you are just so busy saying yes to all of the clients that ask you, because you might only have one or two clients a week to start with, but you want 20,
Hmm.
and your desire to have that, build up that business. But you're right, you also have to build up to seeing 20 clients. You can't just start massaging 20 people a week. Like, you would not be able to get out of bed
Yeah.
by the end of the week. You will kill yourself doing that. It is a really physical thing.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So, yeah, boundaries so important.
Shout out if you haven't done it already. Go and check out Stuart Hines, and he has a special module called the Self Care Therapist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Love
We will
it.
come back to that later in this episode, I think. Let's move on, Jackie. What's up next?
Oh my God. You wrote this just for me, didn't you, David? It's I should have got help with the business stuff earlier. The building the website, the branding, the bookkeeping, the DIY struggle.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Just at me, why don't you, David? This is me. This is my thing. I like to be in charge of stuff and be organized and do the thing. And so I do all the things myself. And it's taken me a long time to outsource a lot of stuff. So yeah, I'm now very much an advocate for outsourcing things if you can,
Yeah.
because it can be a fine balance between time and money.
And this is the thing is that you and I both bootstrapped our businesses. We started
Mm,
with not a lot of money in the bank.
yeah,
And if you have $0 in the bank, the only way you can get money in is to do massage. And the only way you can then pay people to do things is if you do more massage.
yeah,
And so, and while you're not doing too much massage, you have time to do things. And I still find it beneficial to learn how to do those things and then figure out, hey, no, I'm a bit crap at that. Someone else who's better at it and who enjoys it can do that better than I can. I did engage a bookkeeper very soon, very early on. But I did all my own websites to start with, and
mm,
I did my own marketing and materials. And really, the only things that I do outsource is my bookkeeping, my accounting. Yeah,
okay,
I mean, I've got the web design recently.
yeah.
Hmm.
Well, hey, look, you might be an absolute whiz at building websites or doing bookkeeping or something. You don't
Oh,
necessarily have to outsource that stuff.
my first website was a bit rudimentary. It was just one of those things of get it done. I can't afford it, so I'll just get something up. Something's better than nothing.
Something is better than nothing. What's that saying? Done is better than perfect.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And look, you're right. When you are fully bootstrapping and you've got like $12 in the bank to get you to the end of the week, you can't afford
Hmm.
$3,000 for someone else to build your website. You just can't afford it. So it can be a bit of a balance. And look, maybe it's easier for you to outsource someone to clean your house,
Hmm.
even to take
Yes.
that load off.
Yes.
I know a lot of people are adamant you have to outsource your towels, get your towels washed by a laundromat, get someone else to do that. That's a really big thing that people will tell you to do
Hmm.
that early on. And that if you're only seeing two or three people a week, you're paying per towel. So it will gradually increase as you go as well. It's not a huge outlay all at once.
Yeah. I certainly did outsource my bookkeeping, my accounting. I do have an IT guy who helps me with things on demand. So I'd rather pay more for a once-off service than be on a subscription with something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I paid a professional photographer to do my photos things. My third website was done professionally. I did pay for branding in the end, for someone to come up with something which was more professional than what I developed in Canva. Again, that was a once-off thing. There have been things that I have spent hours trying to fix myself and then gone, you know what, that was not a good investment of my time. And when I could have gone to
Yeah.
somewhere like Fiverr and for, say, $100, got it just sorted out on the spot.
Yeah. It can be so hard to know what is the best thing to outsource, especially in the
Mm,
beginning. And finding like a good accountant or a good bookkeeper or you know, I don't know what they're called, but a person to build your website, like
yeah, a
finding,
web developer.
thank you,
Yeah,
finding those competent people that are going to do what you want, listen to you, you know, help you understand micro businesses because a lot of accountants don't understand really small businesses like a
yeah.
lot of us have. That can be a huge thing as well. So, yeah,
And if you are hiring employees, please use a professional to help you. You cannot get hiring and firing wrong.
absolutely 100% agree.
Employment law is complex. You cannot be expected to understand every avenue of it. You do need to know enough to be able to have employees, but then when it comes to bringing people on or moving people on, you need help.
100%.
Yeah.
I would say probably like my top go to you absolutely must outsource this stuff. And this is not going to work for every single person, so it's not law, but things like professional photography.
Mm,
Every now and then, not necessarily all the time, but every now and then you need some professional photos, someone to do your
yes.
tax for you, or at the
Yes.
very least do some of your bookkeeping. So even if it's an advisor of some
Yeah.
description, maybe washing your towels. Some people prefer to do that if they only have a few clients.
Mm.
And there was something else I was going to say, but I can't remember now. So, what do you think, David? What would your go to outsourcing be?
Yeah, so the ones that I just mentioned before, the accounting, the bookkeeping, those are the things which I get done. When I say bookkeeping, really it's my BAS,
Mm-hmm.
my BAS, my
Oh, God.
GST, PAYG.
Do you know what my 14-year-old said to me the other day?
Tell me.
This is relevant. She said, "You're always doing your tax, mum." I'm like, "Oh God, yes, I am." Because I just did one BAS like
Hmm.
3 months ago, and then I did my tax return for last year, and then I've done another BAS. And she's like, "Why are you always doing your tax, mum? Isn't it a once a year thing?"
Yeah.
I just thought, "Oh my God, that was so hilarious that she said that."
And in that financial space, the bookkeeper does my BAS every quarter. They help me with my reporting to Safe Work, not Safe Work. Oh, work. It's the work cover people. I forget
Oh,
who it
okay,
is now.
yeah.
There's an annual return that has to be done with that.
Oh, okay,
The accountant does my annual company return as well as lodging the company tax and some
yeah.
filing things to do with ASIC. And I get told regularly, you know, they're all things that you could do yourself. Well, I did receive a fine of $750 in the post once. When I looked at it, I went, "What's this for?" And I've called the accountant. He's like, "Oh, you didn't know you needed to do that." No, I didn't. How about a heads up? Is, oh, we could do that for you. Let's just
Oh
say you could do that for me
no.
in the part in the future.
And then he's telling you that you could do it yourself.
No,
Oh
he wasn't
man,
telling me I could do it myself. Well, someone told me I could do it myself. It's like I
someone
didn't
else.
know.
Yeah.
All these things take time, and if they're not done correctly, there's often consequences.
Yes.
I'm paying for peace of mind.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
and get yourself an insurance broker.
Yeah, that's one that you always tell me, David. You're like, an insurance broker makes it so easy. And yet, before we started discussing that a couple of years ago, I'd never considered an insurance broker.
Yeah, so every year the insurance broker tests the market. What's the best value in your insurances? I don't have time to go and research all the insurers who are out there. They go and test the market and get the quotes back for me and then make a recommendation. This is who we think we should you should go for the year. I use them now for I carry some business insurances other than the standard PIPL for things like securing cash, break glass, those types of things.
Mm-hmm.
I use them for my household insurance now, for my motor vehicle insurance. I've had to make a couple of claims for the house and for cars recently. I just go to the broker. This thing has happened. All right, we'll take care of it for you.
Yeah, wow.
I don't have to sit on the phone waiting for things. We'll just make it happen for you.
That sounds amazing.
Oh, love it so much. It would be better if I didn't have to use that service
Yeah,
because it means something's gone wrong, but they take the stress out of it.
yeah. Look, I think that actually is a really good way to look at it. Is if there's something that you're doing that you wish you could just outsource to anyone at all and get someone else to do it, that's what you need to outsource. It doesn't matter what it is. It might not even have been mentioned at all today. But if there's something
Mm.
that you're doing that you just do not want to do, every time you think about it, you just, oh, filled with regret. Like, why do I
Yep.
have to do this thing?
Yeah.
That's what you need to outsource first.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Let's look at the next one, Jackie.
Number four.
Yeah, this one's quite personal.
Oh,
Um, I would have backed myself sooner and believed in myself sooner.
mm,
So I graduated and I felt like a beginner.
yeah.
I felt like a beginner for a very long time. And then when I got myself up and running, and I was working from home. I think I was seeing about 15 people a week, and there's some people out there going, 15? That's a lot. Like you saw 15 people. Well, I had this goal in mind that I wanted to see 25 or 30. It's like, oh, well, I'm not meeting that goal. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to lease a space in a gym, and I'm going to get busy that way. That was a bad decision.
Yeah.
And then so I'm going to move down with a chiropractor. And that was a great decision actually.
Yeah.
But the chiropractor isn't the one who built my business. It was a great space and
Hmm.
of place for learning. The chiropractor didn't build my business. I built my business because once I had a commercial lease, it's like, oh, this is expensive. I've got to get busy. What actions do I need to take to get busy?
Yeah.
That was a bit of growing up. And I don't regret being in that place of having commercial tenancy. I just wish I had felt grown up sooner.
That's really, oh, that's, I just want to reach out and give you a hug, David. Oh, I think a lot of us feel that way, especially when we're working alone. It's really easy to get into that place of, oh my God, am I doing it right? And having
Mm,
that anxiety and having imposter syndrome. And I'm certainly um, sort of in that space as well sometimes. It comes and goes.
yeah.
Um, but look, honestly, we are, if you have done the course and if you have got your diploma and you perhaps have your provider numbers for the health insurance and you've got your insurance and you every year, every couple of years you're doing your first aid and you're a member of a massage association, you are legit.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing else you need.
Yeah.
Like, you've already surpassed, qualified. You are an actual massage therapist. You don't have
Yes.
to do anything else.
You have met all the requirements.
Yeah.
Go off and be
Oh,
awesome.
that's it. Yeah. And
Mm.
look, honestly, it can be really hard because this is really when it comes down to it, we've learned to trade. And it can be such a personal and intimate experience receiving a massage. Um, there might not be anything sexual about it, but people are trusting us.
Yes.
And it's a one on one thing. We're not building a house where they go, oh, yeah, it's great. You know, we're trying to relieve people of their pain and give them a wonderful experience at the same time. And learning how to trust ourselves can be very hard.
Mm.
Um, yeah,
And it
I just want to
was,
give everyone a hug now.
but it was something that was drummed into us at Massage College was if you've seen someone three times and they're not making improvement, it's time to move them on. And sure, we should refer if we're at the if we have expended our expertise, there is no change, and intuitively we feel there is no benefit. There's no point in stringing a client on, and that's in good faith and good fairness to them to do that. At the same time, sometimes three treatments isn't enough to make enough change. And we need to have the faith to back ourselves. I needed to have the faith to back myself before referring someone on. And I remember this conversation where I'm telling this person, like, we've done this thing. I'm not seeing any change. I don't want to keep taking your money if it's
Hmm.
not worthwhile. I think it's time for you to see someone else. And like this almost look of fear. And it was someone with a chronic condition who'd been to see so many people, had read up on me and decided I was the person to help them, and they had faith that I would be able to help them, which is a very powerful thing for someone in their recovery is to believe in that process.
Yeah.
And here I am trying to tell them to move on.
Oh,
and,
oh my
and I'm like, oh,
God.
but you can stay if you want to. And that trust was broken.
Oh
Right
no.
there and then, that trust was broken.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so hard as a newbie to have that faith in yourself that you're doing the
Mm,
right thing. And actually, you mentioned that, well, if you haven't, you know, if your client's not feeling better after three appointments, you need to move it. It's like, well, what if they've already seen 10 other people? Like,
exactly.
come on.
Yeah.
I tell my clients, and I tell people generally that it will take at least three appointments for you to really build up some trust with me.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
you cannot walk into a space and go, "Yep, this is a therapist for me."
Mm-hmm.
Like you might have a good vibe, it might be really great, but like as I said, it's such a personal experience getting a massage. Like you're not really going to know if it's working until at least that third or fourth massage. And then you still need to go down that path of more, um, you know, more appointments to perhaps get that injury resolved or,
Mm.
you know, whatever. Because there's that, I'm going to get the term wrong, but there's that spiritual, mental, physical connection that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, if you don't trust the person that is working on you, your body is not going to, you know, feel better. Your body is not going to, you know, you're
You
locking up.
resist. You resist the
Yes,
treatment.
absolutely.
Yeah. Even if you want it to work, subconsciously you'll resist.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. And
Mm.
this is why I think it is so much better to find a, whether it's a physio, acupuncture, you know, it doesn't have to be massage, but find that therapist that you really connect with, that you can trust, that they're going on that journey with you. And it might take 1 year, it might take 2 years, depending on what's happening. But again, somebody might just want to come and get a massage because they like
Yeah.
it and they feel good.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've changed my language now
Mm.
because sometimes I think there is benefit in seeing a different person. And I'll say, right, I want you to go and see so and so, and then come back and see me.
Right.
Get specific help for this thing, and then come back and see me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I find
That's
that to be
interesting.
more empowering.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm.
Yeah.
And it got rid of that feeling of the person being discarded or discredited by yet another professional.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about you, David, but I hear that a lot from my clients because the
Yes.
biggest percentage of my clients are women that are 40 plus, some of them are 50 plus, 60
Mm.
plus, and they come in and they're like, I've seen this person, this person, this person. My
Hmm.
GP doesn't listen to me. My specialist doesn't listen to me.
Yeah.
I'm fobbed off by 100 different kinds of therapists and what have you. And I sit there and I listen and I'm like, oh God, that's a terrible thing that's happened to you.
Mm-hmm.
How can I help you? And it might be referring out to someone they haven't thought of
Yeah.
before. Um, but they have actually come to see me because they want a massage and they want to feel good.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is all experience stuff as well.
Yeah,
The longer you work, the more experience you have, the more you
yeah.
can back your intuition. And the number of times I've had people come in with, say, vertigo as an example, and they've told me all the things they've tried. They've been to the doctor, they have had MRIs and CT scans, they've gone to the chiropractor, they've had the flippy flippy maneuver done on them to try and reseat the crystal, and nothing's working. And there's been a few people now where I've said, "Oh, when was the last time you saw your dentist?" Like, "Oh, why do I need to see my dentist?" "Oh, look, one explanation is that there could be an abscess there, and it could be irritating one of the facial nerves." They go up to their dentist. "How did you know I had an abscess?" "Well, I didn't. It's just you did all the sensible things first, and this was something you hadn't explored yet."
Yeah, that is amazing. I
And
love it.
only experience can get you to that point.
Yes. Again, you don't know what you don't know.
Yep. Yep.
So,
Last one.
last one.
Mm,
This is also a really really good one, and it is we I know both of us sort of feel this way, but we wish that we had protected our energy and protected our bodies earlier than we did.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop saying yes to every single client every single time you get a message,
Mm-hmm.
basically. You don't have to say yes to everything. And again, practice, if you have to, practice saying no. I'm so sorry, I don't work that day. No,
Mm-hmm.
I can't attend that event. I used to get from friends all the time, David. They'd be surprised that I couldn't go to events during the day.
Mm-hmm.
Mums that maybe aren't on the typical Monday to Friday 9 to 5 schedule, and they'd
Yes.
be so surprised. Oh, you can't come next Tuesday to the thing? No, because I work. It
Yeah.
was so bizarre to
Oh, but
me.
don't you work for yourself, Jackie?
Yes,
The emphasis is on work. That is
yes,
how I pay my bills, is by doing work.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, I still
it
get
was
that.
crazy. You
Yeah,
get that as
I
well?
still get that. Why can't you just drop everything and come in the middle of the day? Don't
No.
you work for yourself? I take bookings in advance.
Yeah. I often have to plan social engagements 3 to 6 months out because my
Mm-hmm.
calendar is quite busy. I've got two children at home that have sport and what have you. And I'm sure there's a lot of people listening that feel the same way. You can't just drop everything and go to a thing this weekend. It's just not possible.
Yeah. As you know, I am a planner. I set my schedule for the year. So by October, I have set all of the Saturdays that I want to work in advance, and I've set my holidays that I'm taking off, and blah blah
Yeah.
blah. And I do that quite deliberately because I've been caught out going, "Oh man, I need a break, and I need to take a break." So I've like, right, okay, every 10 weeks, I'm taking a break. I'm putting that in my diary now, so that it's there and it's enforced. Nothing gets booked over the top of that. But there's times where I've gone, "Oh, there's a weekend thing on that I really want to go to, but I'm already booked out for that day." Because I do take my Saturday bookings well in advance. And I've now had it suggested to me, maybe only open up your diary 8 weeks in advance,
Oh, do you
rather
think that
than
would actually help?
probably not. Not for
No?
me. Not for me. I'll just end up feeling sad about things. Um, but yeah, because the Saturday people, they want their spot.
Yeah.
I've made it quite a deliberate thing that on Saturdays and evenings, I work with the people that I want to work with.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're the people I have a good chat. We have a good time. They make me
Hmm.
feel good. If I'm going to come
Yeah.
to work on a Saturday, I want to work with happy people.
That's an excellent point. Yeah. That's building up that rapport with your clients and blurring that line between therapist and friend.
Yeah,
A little bit.
they're my faves.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get the special spot. They're also the people that if I get a message from them saying, I'm desperate, I need something, what do you have? I'm more likely to open up a spot for them as a once off, and they know it's a once off.
Yes. Yes, because they come in to see you regularly already and they are reliable. They don't uh, make no shows.
Mm-hmm.
They know that your time is valuable. Yeah.
Yeah. So if
Yeah.
they're messaging, I know they're in trouble. I'll open up a spot for them. If I have one available,
Yes. That's the other thing.
yeah.
Because you don't
If
always.
there's family events on or whatever, the family
Yeah.
will come first every day of the week.
You are really good at that, actually, David. You're very on the. Oh, look, I can't do anything Saturday, and especially because we don't always record this podcast at the same time every week or what have you. I know I've messaged you a few times. We're like, "What about this day? What about that day?" You're like, Jackie, it's Sunday. I'm not recording on a Sunday. That's family day, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, it is.
Yeah. Get with the program.
I forgot. I'm just so used to like burning myself out and wearing all the hats. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I forgot about that.
My weeks are like waffles as well. Things have to
Yeah,
fit in the right box.
they do. They
Yep.
do. Yeah.
Yep. Um,
So, well, we are also talking about like burnout
yes.
in this one, pain, fatigue. And we've already mentioned taking care of our hands, our wrists, our thumbs,
Hmm.
using our body correctly when we're working, not seeing clients that are going to just, you can go harder if you want,
Mm.
getting into all that niching and stuff. This is all part of it. Like,
Yeah.
there are so many different ways to protect not only our energy, but protect our body. And making sure that we're looking after ourselves, having that downtime, like you mentioned, booking those times off in advance. Maybe you don't want to work every weekend. Maybe you can
Mm.
take a 3-day weekend once a month, which is something I do fairly regularly. I try to do it every month. Um, yeah, like, just there's so many different ways that you can look after yourself, but our body is what is making us the money. And I always say to my husband, I can't do that. I have to protect the money makers, referring to my hands.
Yep.
So, and this is one reason why I've actually outsourced cleaning my house. I have somebody come in and clean my bathroom for me and clean my kitchen because I literally can't do it. I cannot hurt my wrists. I cannot hurt my
Yeah.
thumbs. If I do that, I can't go to work.
Yeah.
And this is a way that I protect my body.
Yeah. So you refer back to Stuart Hines and his module on the self-care therapist. He goes through all sorts of things around protecting your hands, protecting your body, protecting your mind, protecting your soul. All the things that will lead to burnout and breakdown. Go and check that out, stuarthines.com. We are not paid for this mention.
It honestly, it is such a good course though. Stuart has some amazing courses, and it is well worth checking out. Particularly if
Yeah.
you are a new therapist and you're trying to figure out, how do I balance getting more clients and building up my business with getting all the other stuff done. Um,
Mm,
yeah, like it is a juggle in a lot of ways.
yeah. All right, that is our list. They are the five big things that we would do differently. Each of those things probably had about 10 things underneath them. These are the 50 things that we would do differently if we were starting fresh in massage today.
It's so hard though, because everybody's business is different. And like, you and I have very similar sort of stories, but like, even between the two of us, we have so many differences with our business. And
Mm,
yeah, it's just, we're not all one big homogenous group. There's so many different ways that you can run things. So
yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
So, if you're still early in your career, we hope that this gives you some permission to reflect and to change course without shame. And if you're a few years in, same deal. It's never too late to do things differently, Jackie.
That is so true. We would love to hear from you. What is your top do over? What's one thing that you've learned that has changed how you practice or how you run your business? We are on Instagram. You can send us a message or tag us in the post telling you about this episode. Or you can message us also on Facebook. We do read them all and we love to hear from you as well.
All right. So if you are enjoying the podcast, make sure that you do subscribe to this through your favorite listening app. And if you are listening through Apple Podcasts, it would mean ever so much to us if you could leave us a rating and a review. Please share this podcast with someone who is still trying to figure it all out too.
Thank you so much for listening, everyone. We adore you. We appreciate you. We will catch you next time on the Folding Tales podcast.
See you in the next one.
Thanks, David.